Hello there, and welcome to our review of The Lost Ways book by Claude Davis. Like always, this review will be broken into three main parts. 1. The basics section, where we explain what you should expect to find in The Lost Ways. 2. The pros and cons section, where you will discover the main benefits and drawbacks of Claude Davis' survival guide. 3. The conclusions section, where we share our final thoughts and feelings regarding The Lost Ways book. The basics. In simple words, The Lost Ways is a 350-page guide which provides an essential comprehension of how to survive almost any catastrophe, such as economic decline, natural disasters, and even war, by using information and methods passed down from those who came before us. Claude Davis, a prepper with over 30 years of experience, the owner of the popular Ask a Prepper website, and the author of The Lost Ways book, says that America has taken a drastic change for the worst. He explains that due to the convenience of modern society, Americans live an overly comfortable and complacent life in which everything is so easily accessible. What would happen if these commodities were suddenly lost to them? The answer is simple: they would not have the necessary knowledge to survive. Claude Davis believes that it would be truly beneficial to the American society if they went back to their roots and studied the ways of their forefathers. A generation that not only survived, but prospered without the use of modern conveniences such as electricity, refrigerators, electronic appliances, the internet, etc. Claude says that he created the Lost Ways guide in the hopes of assisting Americans in the above-mentioned goal, by introducing subjects he feels that today's society must know. What you can expect to learn in the Lost Ways book. In short, here is a brief summary of some of the most important topics that Claude Davis discusses in the guide. Traps. How to construct effective traps as well as how to catch various animals even during the winter season. Food. How to prepare a certain nutrition-packed food using only common ingredients. This food was invented by Native American scouts. Water. How to properly and without spending any money you can collect, as well as preserve, drinking water for you and your family. Bullets. How did a certain group of people wander the West and never ran out of bullets? That will be explained, as well as what to do if bullets are no longer accessible to you. Housing. How to build underground housing that will easily lodge up to 4 families, much like the naive American underground houses did. Poultices. How to use the ancient art of making poultices with ingredients used by your ancestors, and much more. When purchasing the Lost Ways book, you can also expect to get 2 exclusive reports from Claude Davis at no additional cost. Report 1. In this report you will discover which plants have the most nutrients as well as which ones are the strongest. This will enable you to better understand what kind of a garden you should plant in order to help your family survive in case of a catastrophe. Report 2. Here you will learn how to build your own can rotator, which will be able to contain a minimum of 700 various sized cans. The pros and cons. The pros. More comprehensive than many of its competitors. As explained above, the Lost Ways guide provides tried and proven tips and pointers on how to handle man-made as well as natural catastrophes such as an EMP attack, economic breakdown, flood, drought, and much more. We must admit that this guide covers many more scenarios and provides much more information when compared to other survival guides which we reviewed here before. Tips that can be used at any time. The tips and pointers Claude Davis shares in the Lost Ways book will not only benefit you during a catastrophe, but they can also be used at almost any time and place. For example, by implementing the advice in the Lost Ways, you can save money on medication, food, utilities, etc. You will also be pleasantly surprised that most of the materials you need in order to implement Claude Davis techniques are probably found in your home already. Practical advice to become self-sufficient. Claude Davis says that there are many differentiating factors between the perspectives and expectations of modern-day Americans and their ancestors. One of the most crucial things is that the modern-day Americans are complacent consumers, whereas their ancestors carried a more do-it-yourself sort of mentality. Because of that, in the Lost Ways guide, Claude Davis focuses a lot on how to become self-sufficient, and he provides step-by-step directions and easy-to-follow methods that will make it much easier for you to achieve this goal faster. 2 useful bonuses. The bonus reports that Claude Davis provides together with the Lost Ways book are pretty useful, and we must admit that we were very impressed with the free report on how to build your own can rotator, a definite must for any household looking to save money and be more self-sufficient. 60-day refund guarantee. The Lost Ways book is backed by a 60-day money guarantee, and if for any reason you are not happy with it, Claude Davis explains that you can simply contact his support team within 60 days and to demand a full refund. We always love to see authors that provide this kind of guarantee, and we personally believe that it makes the Lost Ways guide a risk-free choice. The cons. Digital option only. At this time, The Lost Ways is only available as a digital book and not as a hard copy book. Based on your own preferences, this may or may not be a problem for you. You must take action. The Lost Ways is not a book that you can just read once and that's it. You must understand that it is essential to not only read this guide, but also to take the information provided and start preparing for the future in the present. Our conclusions. Overall, The Lost Ways is a great survival guide that we believe many people will enjoy reading. While it is true that there are many similar survival books online, we must admit that the sheer amount of information that Claude Davis provides in the guide really impressed us. And it is much more comprehensive than almost any other survival guide we have reviewed before. What we really like about the Lost Ways book is that it contains lots of useful tips which you can use anytime you want and not only during times of crisis. In addition, the facts that Claude Davis provides practical advice to become self-sufficient and not only a bunch of theories, and that he also provides useful bonuses at no additional cost, are other things that many people will appreciate when purchasing the Lost Ways guide. All in all, we will recommend anyone that is trying to find a comprehensive survival guide that covers lots of different scenarios and offers practical advice, to give the Lost Ways a try. Not only that it is very reasonably priced, you can also take it on a risk-free test drive for up to 2 months. Click link on description to get instant access to the Lost Ways book with all the bonuses now.